everybody, Junny here. Today we're going to talk about how to counter a reverse del Riva. One, either if I'm being proactive, or two, if they swing wide, and how to get a clean back kick off it. Okay, it's there a lot more than people think it is. And again, if you like these instructionals or little videos coming out giving you tech, please like and subscribe. Okay, so we'll check it out. Okay, so he's here, he's on the ground. Okay. A lot of the time they do a reverse del Riva. Okay, it's really important for me to anticipate his reverse del Riva, right? I can kill this grip with extending my leg, right? And most of the time, a lot of people weave in wide, right? And they go like this, yes, to try to catch it. Or a leg entanglement, right? Sometimes that happens too. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna guide this leg through. And I'm gonna pull and I'm gonna point my shin onto his knee. I'm gonna cut my hip and I'm gonna pull my knee to the outside of his hip, right? And I'm gonna wedge it in his knee. And then I'm going to pinch. And I'm going to keep the clamp and pressure down. Just rotate just enough. I have his hip, stomping on the foot, getting a twister hook, pinching the knee, and then going right to a back take. This obviously needs to be done fast, but it's pretty clean when you get here. Sometimes they weave in even slower and they're a little tighter. He weaves in a little tighter, and that doesn't stop me from going through. I just have to make sure I clear and drop my shin down. The main thing is to drop the shin down, okay? Shin down to his knee. Right now I'm being nice to Santi, but I would essentially just drop it and then keep him here. I want his hip up, and then I want to walk my knee to the inside. Pinch. And then when I fall, I don't want to fall backwards. I want to fall on my side. So I want him to stay up. I want my pressure still down to his shoulder, which means my hamstring has to clinch, right? And my adductors need to pinch while I fall so that I don't go like this. Because when I go like this, he can take my back, okay? So when I fall, I don't want to fall all the way to my back. I want to kind of just fall to my side, clamping down. That's a press with my hamstring, a pinch with my adductor really tight, and then right here I can usually fit the twister hook in fine. But because I'm small, I like a little bit more of an angle. I just pinch and I just pull him to my left or right, depending on where he's at here, and then I stomp on his calf and I switch and I get to the extension. Then this knee pinches and catches. So one of the main things you're looking at is just pretty much whether it's small, right? If you inverts pretty tight, I can bring it around, right? I can guide it. If he inverts wide, it's pretty easy, right? Wide is like I see coming a mile away. This happens a lot when they do the reap on the far leg, and it's easy to see the back take. If they stay tight, you gotta like weave it through. So you gotta make space, weave through, and pin, okay? So we're here. Tight, whether he goes wide or he goes shallow, right here. Now, the main things you're seeing, because this is what happens very fast, is as he goes to spin, I'm already popping this grip off. I'm guiding, pinching, and then immediately going in here. And I wouldn't wait. I would just pinch, clamp, and get right to the back take. Outside, here, okay, through. Let's see. One's a break, freeze. Two is a weave. Three is a knee pin. At the same time I knee pin, I cup the hip, I pull him up. I switch, and now watch. When I turn the knee in, I wedge it in. So this knee goes in, clamping, keep the clamp here, stomp, catch, go. Okay. A lot of the times people are in a rush, and we start to roll. We go here, and then all of a sudden I see it go. So, making sure that we have all the right things, breaking the grip, guiding the leg, pulling the hip up, pinning my shin down on the knee, and then wedging in my knee into this hip bone, clamping down with my adductor, with my hamstring, and then my adductor squeezing, slightly rotating, twister hook, pinning the knee on top of the hip bone, and attacking the seatbelt. Okay, so all together it's 1, pinch, rotate, inside, rotate, catch. Go here. One thing to note is that when you're doing these, okay, doesn't matter if you're on your knee, one knee up, or if you're standing. If you're standing, you can see it coming. Sometimes the one knee up, I can see it too. And I see it coming, and I pinch and pull. Do not try to do it with his hip far. When I drop my shin down on his knee, I need to pull his hip so it stays up while I travel. So I go one, and I get close, and I wedge it in, clamp here. Feels the gi, I'd be gripping here. Catching, extension, pinch, and go. Do one time fast. You need to have your braking mechanics on point, so extension of the leg, getting ready to time when he goes under, whether it's tight or wide. If it's wide, it's easy. If it's tight, you gotta make some space on your hip line. You're gonna, at the same time, pin your knee down on your shin down on his knee, pulling the hip up to keep him up, and then while you have him there, you move a little bit to your right or left, depending on where it is, where you wedge the knee in, clamp with your hamstring, clamp with your adductor, fall to that side while still keeping the pressure of the leg to his face, and then slightly pulling him off on an angle. Maybe you can get away with it if you're long. For short people, for me, it's always an angle. Stomping the calf, twist your hook, pinch, and then you got a clean back take off their entry of reverse LE.